I want to be acting bold every day and not be apologizing for the way in which we as an organization are being audacious.
It's just been a real accomplishment to see the impact that Advancement Project's national office has had around the country.
We are fighting voter suppression, but we're also ending Jim Crow laws that have kept people with felony convictions from voting.
We are clearing the path to the polls to make sure voters are not systemically removed from the voter rolls, to make sure voters are given the right information. We focus on returning citizens as well. We help them through that process of understanding that they have the right to vote.
Advancement Project is naming racism for what it is, saying, no, this is a racial justice issue, not just an issue.
We're at the point where we know we have to call for police-free schools. The young people of color can't be safe in their schools when police are there, because they're the same police that we don't trust on the streets that we now have in the hallways around our babies.
Power U is comprised of working class Black and brown youth who are fighting for reproductive justice and dismantling the school-to-prison pipeline. The beauty of the Advancement Project has been being legal experts telling us, yeah, we want a world where there's no cops in schools, and not telling us that there's this sort of long-term 10-year strategy where we can phase people out, but they're in meetings with us saying that they need to go now.
For the past 11 years, we have brought together over 1,500 young people to train them up on what it means to do school-to-prison pipeline work and to help them think through their strategies around it.
We go beyond being a policy think tank, we're an action tank.
We don't just go to board meetings. We went to Ferguson and saw what had happened and heard directly from the community.
We weave movements. We introduce organizations to each other, knowing that they could be stronger if they were working together. We also make sure that movements are connected to Congress.
I was representing communities that had been traditionally over-policed, had been, mistreated because of mass incarceration. The research that Advancement Project has done historically was absolutely beneficial to my time as an elected official to support a lot of the work that we were doing on the ground going back years, but most recently around Amendment 4 and the restoration of rights for returning citizens.
Our Justice Project is working to end mass incarceration.
And I'm constantly reminded that there are activists, there are lawyers, there are strategic communications associates, there are organizers who are trying to end mass incarceration, trying to end ways in which people who look like me are kept from the benefits of this society.
We are responding to civil rights crises of our day, whether it's Hurricane Katrina or it's some of the immigration raids like what just happened in Mississippi. We're there on the front lines, supporting the people who are fighting the fight.
Freedom Now for us means we're not waiting for somebody to organize us. We're doing it now. We're training up the future leaders and we're training ourselves in the process.
Freedom Now is all of us having the courage to stand up for our families, for our communities, for our vision of the world that we believe in.
The demand is now. But because we're building power, it is going to be here forever.